asleep. Which is why I wasn't talking. I'm like, I'm supposed to be asleep right now. If I say anything at all, I'm gonna be talking for hours. Pretty much everybody knows that, like, if I start talking, like, if I can lurk silently in a chat, I will. But as soon as I open my mouth, I'll be there for, like, hours. Just asking questions and having conversations and stuff. So, yeah. I've learnt that when I'm supposed to be asleep, I need to shut the fuck up and just sleep. And that seems to be working so far. And not all the time. Sometimes I'll be like, you know, when you like have like a situation or something happens and you're like, you've just got to say something or you just got to react. Yeah, that sometimes pulls me out of it. And then I'm like, I'm not sleeping today. I don't know. That's happened to me a few times. What are you two doing? Go in between. I really need to put like a granary on. I don't need to put it in there yet, but if we push back a little bit further, I'm going to probably end up in somebody else's lap back here, so I gotta be careful with that. Where'd we go? Almost. There we go. The people new to my stream tend to really enjoy seeing the interior of the truck and Puppy Cam. Yeah, I was wondering if you were on like a laptop in your truck. Because like, I've watched so many videos, like I have like such a fucking varied range of like interests and shit, right? But I love watching like different videos of like people that that are like, you know, doing trucking and stuff, and you guys got like those awesome like internal cab areas where like you can literally have like a gaming setup and like a sleep area and air conditioning and all sorts of like fancy shit these days. And I don't think I caught like the Puppy Cam though. But maybe next time I will. I might have been in a spot where I just didn't notice it. Or I was in like a section of stream where it wasn't up or something. I'm not sure. I obviously didn't know it was there, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see. I'm on a laptop on dinner table. Yeah, nice. I was kind of wondering if that was the case because like nothing about your stream or the gaming or anything gave away that you were using a laptop. The only thing I thought of was because you had mentioned that you were a trucker and like maybe you're doing this on a laptop, and I'm like, it's pretty fucking good quality for a laptop stream. I'm like, you know, there's no like interference of like microphones or keypad or like sound feedbacks or nothing like that. I'm like, it's really good. I was quite impressed with it, honestly. Like I used to come from an industry of computers and stuff a long time ago, and yeah, sometimes like what I used to see with laptops back then never made me want to kind of get one myself for like any kind of gaming. But these days they're pretty good, and they seem to be definitely good enough for like, you know, what you're doing with your streaming and stuff. And it's pretty cool that you can do that in between traveling and stuff, like, you know, have like your downtime and stuff and just like chill out in the back of the cab and whatnot. I don't know. I've come across like a few different, not on stream, but just like in my personal time watching videos and stuff. There's a few like gamer truckers out there that kind of like just have awesome setups, and they'll just show you how they all like do it and stuff. And I just find it fascinating. Like, I don't know, the things that interest me. There's a lot of them. I know it's not very specific, but yeah, my like, I don't know. Just, I like all sorts of stuff, honestly. I might be able to grab, I don't want to grab one of the gold miners, but maybe one of you, give me you two. Go drop your stuff back. Come down here. I need a couple more houses done. I spent 2,300 on a gaming laptop. It better be up to snuff. It fucking better be. That's not a bad price for it, though. Here they come. You may. I need, no, houses first. Houses, and then we work on the rest of it. My tiny cart should actually come back in here. I love these little carts. I don't know how you guys feel about them, but like, listen. Isn't it just the best? I don't even know what that is. I just love it. Like, that just makes me happy. I don't care. I like a lot of games for like stuff that they do, and like the sound effects and the effort that they put into the actual like game itself. Like, you'll find, oh man, when we get to tomorrow with Diablo 2, just prepare your butts for like extreme levels of passion. Not in that way. Calm down. No, for like how much I fucking love Diablo. I'm playing Diablo 2 Resurrected on Thursdays at the moment, and I just love Diablo 2 so much. And it's been a while since I played. Like, I used to play my, like, completely leveled out character all the time. Like, I just play again and again and again. And it didn't bother me at all. I just liked the game. But I'm getting to experience it with, like, the heightened graphics for really, like, the first time with this resurrected version. And it's just, like, getting to experience the entire game all over again for the very first time. And I just can't, like, I do constantly express how much I love it, but I just can't fucking express how much I love that game. But you'll hear it. You'll hear it when I fucking play it tomorrow night. I kind of tend to gush about it a little bit extra. Anybody that's like around all the time will definitely know. It kind of like comes through. It's unavoidable. But yeah, I remember when you used to be able to click on like the birds and all sorts of shit. You can't do it now. You used to click on the birds and the deers in this game, and it would be like, thing is Gaia. And Gaia is like the land and stuff, the earth and whatever. There was also a cheat code that you used to be able to use to be able to turn into Gaia. So you'd have full range of all the animals around the map. So also Age of Empires is also a game where when it came out, the only way you could get like cheat codes for it and stuff like that was you had to get like the weekly like newspaper, and you'd have like a section in there that would be like for gamers and stuff like that, and you'd have like one or two people that have figured it out would what do you call it, put an article in the newspaper for you to like see what like the cheat codes and stuff that they had. So what we used to do is we used to take clippings of like newspaper articles and put them in like this big binder kind of thing. So when we were playing certain games, you'd have like obviously your like written cheat codes and stuff like that. And I know a lot of the ones for this one off by heart. Honestly, this is really my first like touch typing game, in the sense of like as a kid learning to type on a computer and stuff. Nothing will get you typing faster than trying to beat your brother and like entering cheat codes to destroy each other in Age of Empires. Because yeah, as soon as I started typing, I'd always misspell one of them, so it would come through in chat. Because if I type in here like hi, right, it comes up. You barely see it, but you could just barely. If you're on a phone, you won't see that, but it's teeny tiny, right? But as soon as I'd misspelled something, it would come through. And my brother would know that I was like starting to roll out the cheats in the game, and he would be so much faster because obviously he could fucking spell, being a few years older than me. And he'd just go ham on it. And before I knew it, I had like a whole fucking army of like, the flamethrower guys, the nukes, the cars, everything. I was really good at the cars. I would have a fleet of the cars. I would love to spawn in one of them. Like, if nobody had a problem with it, I would probably spawn in one car and see if it works. And just, like, it would be a menace. I would have to go park it somewhere so it doesn't destroy everything. But I think it counts as units as well. So, yeah, that was always funny. Like, it was a race to see who could beat each other the best with it. Not by being the best, but just by being the fastest typer. But yeah, as a kid, that's how I got up my typing skills pretty fucking fast. Other games and stuff, like, I think, who was it that asked me, do we have, like, games in school? I think it was Mirthless, maybe, asked me that. I think he asked Grim and I that, because we're in Australia, Mirthless is in America. And when I was going to school, because I'm born in the 80s, so, like, going through school, like, computers were all kind of, like, new and fun, and learning games were all new and fun and all that shit, right? We didn't really we had some games, but not till high school. Like, my primary school didn't have any computer labs or anything like that. I don't think we even had one in the library. But my high school did have a few computers, and we ended up with, like, a computer lab by the time I was, like, close to graduating. And that was pretty cool. except like we didn't really have like computer games. So I had all these various games like this at home. So when they brought in computer games, like, you know, various maths games, various English puzzle games and stuff like that, I was like, this isn't a game. Like, what is this shit? This is not a game. I was just like completely, I don't know, child level offended kind of thing, and I'm just like, how dare you call this a game? This is schoolwork. Whereas everybody else was like, oh my god, I love this game, it's so fantastic, and I'm learning maths and English so easily, and I'm like, I'm still terrible at like maths and English and shit while doing it, but at the same time I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. This is not technically a game. Like I was that kid in school that was like, I don't know, getting technical too young. Was it? This is for the Wolf Police. Shadow. Hey, how you doing? I didn't get to ask you, how was your birthday the other week? And how's classes and shit going? I feel like I haven't got to like ask you questions in a little while. I had a question, I just don't fucking remember what it was. I remember it later. I remember I put it in Discord. But yeah, how the fuck you doing, man? Yeah, this time I don't have integration stuff or overlay or whatever in the way. I don't know if you got to see last time I played Age of Empires, but I basically had like my overlay for Twitch blocking half my screen. So this time we don't have that, and I can actually see what I'm doing. So me playing like shit is all me this time, you know? It's nothing to do with the fact that I can't see a screen. I should probably mine some more wood. So I got the people. And I got the space. But, what else? I don't know. Playing games like Age of Empires and Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne and stuff always get me on like a nostalgia trip, honestly. Every single time. But it's awesome every single time. My birthday was fun. Very few people, maybe 2 to 3 outside, wish me happy birthday. It was good though. That's how it should be. Yeah, it's always good to have like just a close knit group of people. I don't know if anybody apart from my partner in my IRL time like actually fucking knows like when my birthday is, because like I don't usually get like happy birthdays from people. It's kind of like, because I can't usually celebrate it. Let me clarify. I can't usually celebrate my birthday on and around my birthday because I have a shit ton of bills usually, and something always breaks in like January and February. So we're always paying off something too. So I just don't have money to like spend doing my birthday anything really. So it's a non-event, and I think that kind of makes it go under the radar. I would love to celebrate it. I just one day I'll afford it. We're getting actually really close this year for once to being able to afford it because of all the crazy support you guys have been doing for like the last month with the Twitch integration with 7 Days to Die. And then my elbow fucked up while I was resting, and now basically all of the support you guys have been giving me is going to paying that back so that I can afford the bills that are due on my birthday. It was going to be the first one in 6 years though, so I got really close. Really close for once. It was going to be good. What I was going to do was probably get like a couple of rolls of like sushi and maybe like a wax melt thing for like my wax melt burner thing that like permeates like pretty smells through my house. That was all I wanted to do. But yeah, maybe next year. Maybe I can do something next year. That'll be nice. My birthday's still coming, by the way. It's just like I already know it's a non-event because of situations. Basically speaking, I pinched a nerve, squished a nerve somehow in my elbow, and it's basically causing like horrible pain in my hand and wrist. It's causing weakness. I can't kind of like grip and hold and carry things in my left hand at the moment until I fix my elbow. So yeah, it's costing me around about like $500 to fix that up, and I didn't really have a budget for that. So, you know, life is fun. Is it classes that I had a hard time lately? Easter I spent alone, kind of crushed by all the stuff that I got to do, and so I didn't do anything, but I'm going to classes in an hour, so I'm kind of stabilizing, I guess. I know you've got so many extra classes going at the moment, Shadow, but if you can, like at any point, just to like, I don't know, decompress for yourself. Um, I don't know if you find if like meditation helps you. I know most people probably don't, but even just like taking a couple of minutes each morning when you wake up to just take a few like deep, slow breaths before you start your day, and same with when you go to bed at night, might help a little bit. Like, you know, you can only try it. Speaking of going on nostalgia trip, I've been craving this game that came out in 2000 called Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. I just started up on the weekend. I've beaten it probably these 3 times now, but it's oh so fun. Its storyline is top notch. Yeah, I pretty much figure it doesn't matter how old the game is. If you fucking like it, go for it. I love Diablo 2, and when I play that tomorrow night, you guys will honestly hear, like, radiating through my voice how passionate I am about it. So, like, it makes it enjoyable. And for anybody that hasn't seen it because they were born in, like, the last 15 years, like, they get to see it and experience it. And, you know, they might even like it themselves and want to try it or play it. So I always say give it a go. Worst case scenario is you're going to enjoy it. And people might happen to enjoy you enjoying it. You know? What state are you in? Just joined, and I heard was you can't have a birthday or something. Yeah, basically, I basically have like a lot of like bills over my birthday every year, and something always breaks in January and February. So, yeah, I just don't get to celebrate it, but it's all good. Welcome in, by the way. Is it Abyss? Maybe. Hopefully it's Abyss. I'm terrible with names, but welcome in. I'm in Australia, so that's sort of where I am. To be specific, I'm in Queensland. That's pretty much where I am. It's alright. It's kind of coming into winter soon, so yeah. I don't know. It's autumn now, I should say. I always love saying it's autumn because it tricks some people up that have like coming into spring, and I don't know. I enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
Cheese.
Oh my god, I got cheese already. Alright, I've got one slice. Maybe I can make a burger out of that soon. Yeah, I'll try that, thank you. I'd give it a go, Shadow. Look, there's been times when I've had like incredibly stressful, high-intensity jobs, and it sounded ridiculous, but yeah, the one thing that really did help me during those times was actually just taking a couple of minutes a day to actually just fucking breathe and kind of like be calm and quiet for a couple of seconds before having to deal with the day. And just doing it, I think when I had to do that, it did help. I did it for like 6 to 10 months or something, and it really helped me deal with the coming day. Like, shit just wasn't as bad as, like, you know, it had been. So I don't know if that will help you. I hope it does, though. I don't want you to get like absolutely fried from, you know, your studies and shit, because that's their fault for fucking not putting you in when they were supposed to last year and this year. It's not your fault for having to do fucking twice as many classes in your time schedule. But if you were in Melbourne, donate some sushi or something for your birthday. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I looked at adding in, you know, the things where like people can like send you food and stuff, but apparently they don't really have one set up for Australia. Like it works for America, but I haven't seen one work for Australia. But in saying that too, I also stream over like night, so it makes it very hard for places to be open in the first place. But I appreciate the notion. That's lovely. There's a kind of newish sushi place nearby. They also do like pumpkin sushi as well. I know that doesn't sound thrilling, but it's actually really nice. It's like honey pumpkin or something. I had it, I don't know, back around Christmas when they opened it. It was really nice. So it'd be like, I don't know, I'm always a salmon avocado kind of person, and or, you know, smoked salmon and some like, what is it, that cream cheese stuff. But I've also kind of like added in that what do you call it, the honey pumpkin one, because it's pretty nice too. I will also hydrate and I will sit up straight. I kind of miss that. Just give me a sec. Let me get some water. I've been going back to prawning So I keep getting caught prawning at the moment. Pretty much when I took a little bit of time off before Easter and then had Easter, I got a little too relaxed. What is it that I can't make? I need something. You may. I'll wait till you go back up. What am I missing? Oh shit, that's right. Archery range. Sorry, the way I just like identified that sentence was a little bit too direct, but yeah. I will stretch too. I always recommend affirmations for mental health. As stupid as it sounds to most people, because it's basically fake. Fake it till you make it. Really do work. Yeah, so I also have like a general policy is like, no self-deprecation. So like if somebody's in chat or Discord or something like that and they say something in a self-depreciating way, basically I remind them that not to. Because your brain doesn't really know the difference between false information and kind of like real information kind of thing. So if you repeatedly tell yourself that like you don't have the energy for today, or that you don't really want to go and do something or whatever, or any other level of like getting deeper into self-depreciation stuff, your brain will kind of like believe after a while that that's true and fact. And yeah, it's not really good for you. Because the body just doesn't know the difference between, hey, that's true, and hey, I've told myself this enough times that's got to be true kind of thing. So I know, Shadow, you're pretty good with like not being self-depreciating and stuff, but yeah, probably a couple of positive words and stuff. Maybe when you're on the way to studying and stuff like that, is just thinking about like how, like when you did your tests a few months ago, like you already knew all the stuff. You knew the material. You had studied really hard, and of course you aced them because you'd fucking put the work in. So yeah, just think kind of along those lines. It's like, you've spent the time and stuff like that, and I don't really know how to help with studying, unfortunately. I'm terrible at it. I wish I could be like more precise with this, but I was not very good educationally wise. I was good with like life smarts, not school smarts. And I didn't go on to do any higher education because I came straight out of school into a full-time job, and I'd already been working since I was like 14. So yeah. I'm not the best person for like study advice, but I mean, determination and like commitment to shit for sure. I'm probably the person along those lines. What we got? 45 out of 85. We're pretty good for this. I just want another stable and stuff. Maybe make another one of these, another archery thingy. I don't need to, but I'm gonna make two. Go back to wood. Yes, I love the cold weather, but hate the rain, not gonna lie. See, I love the rain, but I find that I can't get warm. So we just went through summer where my air conditioners were broken. This is what I'm paying off at the moment, is an air conditioner. But at the start of summer, my air conditioner broke, and I have a lot of health conditions, medical problems and stuff like that, old injuries and whatever. So I really suffered during summer, really, really badly. And usually I'm fine with heat, so long as I can retreat from it if and when I really need to for like medical reasons, so like I don't faint and stuff. But that's not what I had a chance to do this year. So summer kind of like beat me down really badly in a way that has actually changed how my body reacts to things. No, I don't want any of those. Hold on. Stop those. There's the scouts. I need to upgrade those. I want the arch dudes. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so instead of being able to like tolerate being awake and being in the heat and stuff like that, I just go down instead now. Like I just drop. So I can't tolerate as well after this past summer. But at the same time, usually I'm terrible with winter because I've got a lot of old injuries and they ache like shit. I've also got like osteoarthritis and stuff like that in my injuries, and like I've got chronic pain. I'm a mess. But look, I'm pretty much used to it, and I know that winter sucks. I just need like excessive heaters and blankets and warm stuff and all that, and I could kind of semi-deal. But like rain and stuff, as long as I'm not out in it, it's wonderful kind of thing. It's just kind of peaceful. Part of it is that when it's raining, people don't really go outside, so it's quieter. I like that. Like, they'll be inside, but also the sound of rain will dampen any kind of sound that's traveling across the air anyway. So it's more peaceful. It's nice. The other thing too is I usually don't have a reason to have to leave home when it's raining unless like I desperately have to. So even in those circumstances, like I don't have to go out and like deal with the weather during it. I can just stay inside and stay the fuck away from people. You know, that's always nice. But the other thing too is my cats get really cuddly during the rain. So again, another nice thing. There's a lot of positives for me when it rains. I also like the smell of it too. Also, if I can get out there and get myself like a cup of rain, like I'll do that. I'll go stand in the rain just to get a cup of rain to drink it. I never said I wasn't a weirdo, people. Like, I'm that person that when there's a rain, wow, what is it? When there's a thunderstorm happening, I'm literally sitting in a dark house, like eating noodles, watching the lightning storm. Like, yeah, I'm that kind of person. So, but hey, it's nice, you know? So, can't knock it. Oh, I won't knock it. What have I got? I got you guys coming down here, but I'll grab you. I'll grab you and I'll, like, send it down. Noodle. Oh man, just instant noodles and ramen. I've been eating these like 2 times fiery noodles lately, and they're amazing. Like, they're not necessarily specifically great in any way. I just like how spicy they are. Like spicy food. I've had to build up a tolerance over the last few years to get that back. And yeah, they just, I don't know. They don't even make my nose run anymore. They're like those Korean fire noodle challenge type, except the double time spicy, the red ones. So I like eating those as a snack, pretty much. Is it? Yeah, I'm good now. And your rule for no self-depreciating humor actually helped with that. I'm glad, because I don't recall you really doing much of that. I know we had a couple of people that came in and were kind of overly hard on themselves for like no reason. Like, not saying that you can necessarily have a reason to be hard on yourself, but, you know, it's just better, like, just treat yourself nice kind of thing. I think the main thing was, I think the biggest thing I used to say all the time was, like, the world's bad enough as it is. Like, the world's pretty fucking hard, so just be nice to yourself. Like, at least that's one thing you can do for yourself. I just thought, no, that's self-depreciating, can't joke like that. And over time, just stopped altogether. I love the smell of rain. Yeah. No, that's fantastic to hear, Shadow. I didn't know it had that kind of effect. Like, I know you're normally, like, pretty, well, you're pretty, but, you know, you normally, like, relatively, like, openly, like, say when, like, things have changed and stuff. So, yeah, I didn't know that one. It's really cool. Yeah, lightning storms are the best. Yeah, I like lightning storms. Around here, we get really, really, like, absolute crackers of thunderstorms and shit, because, like, we got a lot of high trees in the area. So whenever it storms, we get a lot of lightning connecting with ground in the area, which is super fucking cool when it happens. Oh, my people up here are dying. These guys are real tough. The long swordsman again. I'm gonna have to make something other than bowman. I think it's too late now to try, but I'm gonna try to throw out some camels. That's a phrase I wasn't expecting to say this week, but, you know, that's happened. Let's see. I kind of need more food, but I also don't have time to, like, make more farms. I'll just see what I can get. I miss noodles. I've been on simple self-made diet. There's been main rule. Everything I eat must have more protein than it does carbohydrates. To say noodles do not fall in that category, but I've lost over 50 pounds thus far, so it's worth it. Nice. I'm glad that's working for you. We don't tend to go too deeply into, like, diet conversations and stuff, just because, like, I know there's some people that have struggled in particular, and, like, it can kind of trigger them to go back into some old habits and stuff. But it's always fantastic to hear when somebody's, like, you know, made a change in their life and that's working really well for them. What's up, Phoenix? Phoenix is macaquing at me. He's got beef. He doesn't actually. He's just... it's metaphorical. Take my little cart. Drive it to safety. Drive it to safety already. Get away, little cart. Oh man, it's gonna get taken over. Come on, you can do it. I love how my priorities, right? It's like, save the cart. It's not gonna be safe. I just want to move it down to like up here or something, you know? Yeah, maybe down this corner. Continue play. This makes me want to play Civilization. I'm not surprised. There are so many games. Look, if I am enjoying a game that I'm playing and stuff like that, I've actually found quite a lot that streaming certain games that I really